Well, ladies and gentlemen, you all recognize this. I did an unboxing a couple weeks back with this. Now it's time to do a review. Now, I told you I don't do gear reviews and I don't do so on, but this deserves a review. Now, I have had this working with it, and I've seen a couple notable issues with this particular device. One, when you have it in this configuration and you're holding onto the handle, all of a sudden, these joints are not as tight as they could be. You'll be holding it, having it look at you, and all of a sudden the camera will swing down like this because the extension joints just pivot inside of one another. Now, I had another issue with this just about 5 days, maybe 6 days into using it. Now, this comes apart right here with a, with a 4x20 quarter-inch, quarter by 20-inch bolt. So, but the problem is with this part down here. This part comes off so you can mount it on top of a tripod, or you can mount it by that to a tripod, which has the exact same bolt as this up at the top. Well, can you see here how this nut is set in here? And I don't know if the shiny bits are showing up. The shiny part is two-part epoxy. When this was put together, see up here at the top, where right in here, see if I can do it like this. Right here is where the top, right here is where the top of the nut is. That's just a pad, and there's nothing between it and the nut except the pad. Okay. There was a plastic lip down here that went around that basically covered most of the nut except for the opening. Trouble is, the plastic was very, very thin and flimsy. And after about a week of use, that plastic started snapping out, and finally the bolt pulled the nut right out of this part. Fortunately, it just slides right back in, and I took some JB Weld and mixed it up and gooped it in there around the bolt, around the nut, I mean. And now it's as strong, or actually it's probably stronger than the day I bought it. But if you buy a Selfie stick from 5 and below, make sure you got some two-part epoxy, because this is going to happen to you too. After all, you're only paying $5 plus tax, $5.30. Well, here in New England, it's $5.30, tax included. And it's going to pull that nut right out of there on you. They're just cheapos. But a little epoxy, like I say, fixes the issue and makes it stronger than it was when it was manufactured, and then it'll hang around with you and work out just fine. Like I said, the only other issue is where these joints spin around inside one another too much. I ain't quite figured out how to deal with that part yet. Oh well, such is life. This is Prepper Embarado with a review of a product. Seems to be a pretty good product, but it has its issues. Peace out.